Sanaa gave us one. Regina gave us another. Morris Chestnut was in both. But not many come to mind when I think about a predominantly Black cast. So, can Black Hollywood deliver an erotic thriller that can compete with classics like Basic Instinct, Indecent Proposal, and Unfaithful? That's the question. So I was reading an article on vulture.com. This was a couple of months ago, titled 22 Signs You're Watching an Erotic Thriller. And it goes over the different archetypes. You got your femme fatale. You got your the teen queen, the bunny boiler. You got your fall guy, the quirky friend. Then you have the narratives. Now, who can forget the premise of Indecent Proposal? That's where Robert Redford, he knew Woody Harrelson was low on some money. So he came up with a solution to his anemic bank account. And he offered to give him $1 million if Woody Harrelson will let Mr. Redford sleep with his wife. So that, I haven't come across a premise better than that in quite some time. I mean, that was, that's a good one. And then you have that escalated quickly. That's where, you're having an aloof time with Miss Glenn Close, and then things head in a different direction. They get fatal. And you got the secret identities, the sex negativity. There's all these different points that let you know you are watching an erotic thriller. So then my mind began to wander, and I started noticing how there's one thing that all of these, wait a minute, before I say all, I would say, I think I could say all. All of them are starring a predominantly white cast. Now, I must say, this is a good article if you're feeling nostalgic for some 90s, 2000s-ish movies that you want to just reminisce about. And I like the author. She has a dry, sarcastic, maybe not dry, but sarcastic and cheeky sense of humor in here, which is really nice. But yeah, the movies that are mentioned are predominantly white cast movies. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not complaining. We got some good ones here. There's Unfaithful, Cruel Intentions, Body of Evidence, or Body Heat, or both. So I think they mentioned both in here. Oh, I really wouldn't consider Gone Girl an erotic thriller, but apparently it is. Mhm. Oh, and of course, Eyes Wide Shut. So, anyway, they've got some really good thrillers on this list, but they're all white. So, I mean, can Black Hollywood not deliver a good erotic thriller? I mean, is that what we're saying? I don't know. That's my question. I am going to explore this, okay? Now, the first thing, my first thought is, who do we have as directors that could possibly direct this thriller, right? Now, when I think of directors, okay, I don't mean no harm, but we're gonna stay away from Tyler Perry. Okay, we're gonna stay away from that direction. So, who do we have as far as Black directors? We got Spike, although he might be able to. He might can pull off an erotic thriller, although I don't think he has, and I don't think he has one in his portfolio. So that would be interesting. And then you have, who do we have? I can't even. Not many come to mind. Well, there is Ava DuVernay. I think she does direct. So there's her. Well, she's not Black. Never mind. Okay, I'm the names are drying up right now. I can't think of. I cannot think of many directors. Okay, so when I just do a quick search, you know what? Jordan Peele comes up, which he does thrillers, so why not a erotic thriller? And then there's Barry Jenkins, there's Julie Dash. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Okay, there's Steve McQueen, and Antoine Fuqua, I think. F. Gary Gray. So we got a list here. We got Mario Van Peebles. Now he can do it. Yeah. Okay, Regina King. I forgot she does direct. So there is some potential people here who can direct. Okay, so we got the possibilities there. Then I'm thinking you need a great musical scorer. Now, I notice whenever I check opening credits, the person who does the musical score is usually male. Now, I'm not going to say they're white. I can't tell that just from their name, But I definitely notice they are male. But I can't think of a single Black. Wait, hold up. I know RZA from Wu-Tang, he is now doing musical scores, but I don't think this is quite his style. Let me see if I can find a list. Okay, so apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. So Would you believe there's a list? Okay, so according to WFMT.com, they've got a list of 12 composers. Now, some of them are deceased, so they got a list of 12 and can't even find 12 that are alive. But let's see. There's a Terrence Blanchard who is a little bit recent. Looks like he works with Spike Lee. And he did The Five Bloods. That was, it looks like, his most recent. Then you got Catherine Bostic. So, and she's a female. I should emphasize, she is a female. And one of her notable credits is Dear White People. Then you have Chris Bowers. Okay, so it looks like he works with Jay-Z and Kanye. Or, well, I don't know if that's a he or a she, so I'll say they. And their latest work, or one of their notable works, so they did Green Book and When They See Us. So that's two notable works. And then you got, these people are deceased. Yeah, these people. Okay, they got Quincy Jones on here, but I would say he's retired, so I think he's retired. I think I can say that much, but yeah. Okay, these other names, I'm not too sure about. So you got your composer, right? You need a good composer for this thriller now. Because I was thinking about it and I started to say, my mind went to soundtracks and I was thinking Babyface or Neo. And then I realized, you know what? I don't never remember the songs in erotic thrillers. So yeah, you need a composer. A good composer. So we got, I think, like 3 or 4 possibilities here with the composer. And then, well, you need a good cast, right? So here you got a lot of potentials. There's Nia Long, there's Lawrence Tate, there's Michael Eli, Morris Chestnut, Sanaa, both Reginas. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot as far as in the acting pool, so we're not deprived in that area. But then you got the premise. Now, this is where I think Black Hollywood would struggle. Because I don't mean no harm, but sometimes, when it comes to the premise, that's when things fall apart. So what would be a good premise? Honestly, they might have to steal from what's already out there. I say a good remake might be the way to go. And yeah, like Indecent Proposal, or, well, they already did Single Black Female, although I wouldn't call the remake an erotic thriller. I wouldn't call it that, but I don't know. But yeah, so that's where I'm thinking we would struggle, is with the premise. I think everything else we do fine. But so honestly, that's the screenwriter. So that's where we would need the help, right? And when I think of Black screenwriters, okay, first of all, no one comes to mind, but that's most likely all me. It's just I don't learn those names. So We probably got some good screenwriters out there, but still, I'm not too confident. And then, speaking of screenwriter, although I guess this would be the job of the director, but I sense if we made something, we might get a little too X-rated with it. Like, I would hate to see it turn into a power situation. You know how 50 Cent and that team made X-rated narratives, I don't know, appropriate for every audience, but I wouldn't want to see it turn into that. I would want it to stay classy. Although, I mean, with the classics we know, they do have a lot of sex in those. So, I mean, I guess that is the genre, right? That is the genre. So, yeah, those are the possibilities. So we have the tools, it sounds like. It's just that we haven't done it. And then you got to ask yourself, why haven't we? Why hasn't Black Hollywood delivered a good erotic thriller in the theaters? I'm not talking about TV and streaming. I'm talking about, you know how Fatal Attraction was in the theaters? Unfaithful was in the theaters. So, I mean, can we get something in the theaters? I mean, is that asking too much? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I'm just thinking out loud. Well, thank you so much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on a possible Black cast erotic thriller for the big screen. And I guess that's it, folks. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.